Yo. What's up? Where are you? Right there? Okay. Hey, welcome back. Let me pull up some notes that I had, things I want to talk about. Turn down some tunes. There we go. Down a little bit. Oh no, wait. Song's just changing. My bad. So, it's the third stream of the year, 2022. And I'm basically gonna redo the first one. Because the first one, we tried to do the OBS overlays, and things just were not working. I wonder if I'm real quiet. I don't really peak much. Let me try something. Not that. Advanced audio properties. 120? How's that? Is that better? Am I louder? Doesn't look any different to me. Alright, well, we'll live with it then. Still seems like it's pretty quiet. How about that? It's a little better. It's not even in the yellow though. I'm afraid of peeking. Honey, if you're gonna peek, do it in your room. So, first things first, let's look back at the old Let's look back at the old repo we got here. I created OBS Overlays. I think this thing's gonna change quite a bit, not in this stream, but in the future. I went and played with the different libraries. So I tried like, what did I say down here? Twerple. Couldn't really get it working. I could connect and I could do stuff, but they're like automated fetch a token and connect and all that stuff for me. Didn't work. Just didn't do anything. But I could get it connected to get some stuff. Twitch PS, I actually got working and was working pretty good, but it doesn't allow all the events that I want to capture. Twitch webhook is just straight up deprecated. They deprecated webhooks in 2020 or 2019, they being Twitch. So none of them really were working. And then I saw a shout out to finite singularity. I don't know if I'm gonna spell this right. Let's try it. It worked. It worked. That's the right person. I was watching his stream last night, 2 nights ago, whenever that was, and he mentioned TAU. T-A-U stands for Twitch API Unifier, and this is an app that he's been working on. It's a Python Django, I think it was, API connection kind of thing. So I don't know about this song. And let me turn it down for you a little bit. 15%. Okay. So this app here does a lot of the dirty work for me. What it does is I install it and then set up my app tokens and all that stuff. And it's gonna give me a whole UI to enable or disable events, which is really nice because every time you enable or disable things, you need to adjust your token. And I'm imagining it does that under the hood for us automatically, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna test event. Oh no, it does test events. Container I set up, it's in Docker. Just okay. It's good for me because I don't have a Python environment set up. But I wonder how much energy it takes just to be in Docker. Multiple Twitch event APIs without needing to register multiple applications. So I think it allows you to have multiple users and listen for events for multiple users. So if you have multiple streaming things, and then you can, say, when I listen to this socket, I only want to listen for events on this user or something like that. But what it does is it runs a server, gets all the events for me, and then it exposes them on a WebSocket. And I just have to build my own WebSocket client or use a WebSocket client to be able to consume all of those events. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna consume them through the WebSocket client. I've got it set up already. I'm receiving the events, but we need to do basically the UI side of it, designing the overlay and whatnot. So we might do a little bit of reorganizing, but setup on this was pretty easy. Only ran into one issue, which was that my Docker was not running when I tried to run the Docker command and got some weird errors. And I didn't know you had to run Docker before. I just thought it was always running. That's how much I know about Docker. But you don't need to set up, there's like these passwords and stuff, and all that runs inside of the Docker container, so I don't need to set anything else like a database up and any of that. I'm running it locally. You could publish it out to a server somewhere if you wanted to, but I'm just running it locally for mine. I don't need it yet, and it's using ngrok. I use my ngrok token to accept outcoming calls and bring them in. But it was a pretty easy setup. And then down here is where you do the socket integration, which is I did last night. I'll show you that code in a second. I also want to show you the dashboard though. So when you run the app, you're gonna run this dashboard, and this is kind of the homepage of the dashboard, of course. These are all the events that I already started subscribing to. So it's got the status of all of them. Whenever you change an event, turn it off or on to listen for them, these will all refresh. And oh, look. And it gets the live streams, channel updated. I updated my title before going online, and then now stream is online, boom. So you get events in here, the WebSocket stream, and I can replay these events if I'm developing, which we are developing. You can see I did some other ones before of channel. I was testing channel point redemptions and a hydrate. We're gonna play with those today. So we're gonna try to set up a follow and subscribe alert. Oh, I didn't finish writing off the rest of the tasks. We also wanna do a raid alert. Hold on, let me finish this off. A redemption alert, task add, redemption alert, and task add raid alert. Cool. Those are all the ones I'd like to get in today. I have some more if we want to do some stretch goals, but I'm not sure how long they would take. Last time I made a list of like 7 things, and then I went and didn't make it past the second one, so I'm being a little superstitious this time, cautious. So there, streamers, this is where I think I can, if I add another streamer, it will listen for more events for me, for both of them. I'm only listening to mine. It says I'm online now, which is interesting because I'm online. Again, all the socket streams, config. So there's a lot of cool settings in here. I haven't messed with this one yet. Use IRC for grabbing emote data for channel point redemptions. I haven't played with that yet. But Twitch event subscriptions, this is the bulk of what I've been listening to. Check all the ones you want to use. I didn't pull all of them. I don't care if there's a channel ban, channel points, custom rewards. You can do all kinds of changes, like when they add a new one, when you remove one, when you update the data of one, or wait, channel points, custom reward, redemption update. This is, so redemption add is when someone claims a redemption. I guess I could show you them in here. So I'm gonna redeem a hydrate, and then I'll show you over here in my terminals. Oh, these are the other events that we got. We'll see it up in the dashboard, but I'm gonna show you also in the terminal. This is where I'm getting the data. Event sub, channel points, redemption, add. Status is unfulfilled. So the reward was hydrate, take a sip for the homies. The user that redeemed it, and this was the reward, and status unfulfilled. If I do, when it changes to like fulfilled, it'll run this update one and listen for that. Let me show you just back in the dashboard, you'll see our WebSocket stream. This was the event that came through that I logged out, and we can see it here. I could replay it if I wanted to, which we will later during dev. So back in config, there's channel cheers, channel follows, hype train begin, end, progress. Those are some of the stretch goals, the hype train things. I don't know if I've had a hype train once, maybe. But hopefully someday we can use it. When you add channel moderators or remove them, I don't care about that information because that's not something I'm going to display on screen. Channel poll begin and end, that'll be cool to have that up. Prediction begin and end. I won't lock a prediction. Channel prediction progress along the way. Channel raid, channel subscribe, subscription end. Does that tell me like when someone's subscription ends, I can put it up on screen like, hey man, your subscription ended, call them out? That's rough. Channel subscription gift, if someone gifts channels, gifts sub in the channel. Channel subscription message. I think it's just a resubscription with the chat message. Unban, I don't want to show that on screen. And channel update, I don't know if I'm going to use this yet, but in case like I change the title, do I want to show it up on the screen? So I left it on for now. And then it gives you regular Helix features. So if you want to use your own kind of scopes, I guess, for other things, or this is, so Helix is not related to the event sub is like when events are happening in your stream. The Helix is like to make requests to the API to get information. So in this case, bits leaderboard. I could start commercials. These are a lot more actions that I could trigger, I would say. And data that I can get from my dashboard, but I'm not using that yet. The user, what you do is you get your auth token to be able to listen to these events. I've already done that. I'll show you how that's set up in a second. And the webhooks, I think these are all the ones that we're listening to. So back on the dashboard, you can see all those event subscriptions we're listening to here. It's the same as what you saw on that list, and then we can test them whenever we want to as well, which we'll do along the way. I think that's it for Tau setup. To show you how it's integrated in the app here, in our OBS overlays, I updated this README to be reflective of the new setup now. First you do an npm install. You'll set up your env environments. Previously I had like all my Twitch info in here too, but I don't need those anymore because that's now all set up in Tau. So all Twitch app settings go in Tau and they're not needed here. You just need your Express port, which is the port that we're gonna serve our Express app on. And that page is where we'll see the display. We'll get the WebSocket alerts and we'll see the display. That's where we're gonna do our development today. And then I just do the Tau port and auth token from that dashboard page. I'll run it, and then I got it running locally. And this is my output of it. This is my Docker running with the Tau in the background. So I will have to run this while I'm on stream if I want to subscribe to this. Again, maybe down the line I could look into actually publishing this to a server somewhere, but I would definitely want to lock it down somehow, you know? It's not really a big requirement right now. The only benefit would be I wouldn't have to run this on my local machine every time. But so far, you know, this is the first time, so what do I care? All right, Tau overview is done. I think I will take a real hydrate. Task end. Today we got red rocks. Aluminum can, infinitely recyclable. Hear it? I'm all out of water already. It's just water. So let me see our code. There's my auth token. So this is our overlay, OBS overlay app setup right now. Again, I got my environment variables hidden. I already added these. I added some other ones in here that aren't really needed, but I've basically thinned this down so there's no other packages and code. It's just the CJ's Express task that we used to generate this app. We're running src index, which I'll show you in 1 second. And the only package I had to add was this WebSocket one. I think the rest of it was from the regular template that we started with, but we added WebSockets to connect to it. I tried to connect with Socket.io, but Socket.io is specifically tailored to connect to a Socket.io client. In this case, we're just trying to connect to a generic WebSocket URL. So I used this package instead. It was a lot easier, actually. So in our index, this is what's getting run when we kick up our server. I stored some environment variables in a separate file. The app is just the API, the Express app. Our WebSockets. This is the socket URL we have to subscribe to. You make sure you use your right Tau port. And then I create the WebSocket. I say on WebSocket open, I'm just gonna log out the socket URL, and then we have to make a request to the WebSocket sending our token. And then that enables sending all events to this WebSocket, or to us, to our connection. So then we can say on message, anything. I just have been printing out the data so far. So we're getting more than we want at this time. You see, here's a message, and this was the water redemption. Here's another one. This is when the stream went online. Like, I'm not gonna listen to when the stream goes online. I'm gonna listen to just the ones I want. So I'm gonna try to come up with a little way here to like, based on the event type, run this middleware or callback or whatever, right? Hello, Mountain Trash Panda. Welcome, welcome. You're looking handsome today. And it's also got channel update. So it's gonna get a lot more events than I want, but I'll just ignore the ones that we don't want right now. But we do want, what's the first one we wanna set up? We wanna set up the follow and subscribe alert, but I also wanna do the default styling to kick it off. I don't really know how I'm gonna default style it either. Sorry, I charged my Magic Mouse battery and honestly it worked worse than when it was dying. But we are sending it out here. I actually probably want to move this to app because I want to do this on the root here. Maybe not the root. I'm going to do it on the sub one. I'm going to say, I'll keep that root success. OBS Overlays. I think this project's gonna end up turning into more than just the overlays. So I'm gonna have my other TMI chat listeners in here as well. So, but this specific part of the project, we're gonna call OBS Overlays. I might name this repo something else later on, like OBS Stream Tools or something generic, you know, not like a branded thing. Okay, so when I hit OBS Overlays, I think I'm gonna move my WebSocket ports over to there because I don't necessarily need to listen on everywhere, or should I move it to a socket file, socket.js. And we'll pull this in there. All of our socket code, basically. Just so we can reuse it if needed. I think I'll end up pulling it in here. Const socket. Oops, I don't have the linter working on here yet because I don't care. So, oops, okay. I want that in there, and I don't know if I want this one, but I'll move it there for now. That's gonna be ooh. We need env. And we don't need app. The Express server will listen on the Express port. So if I include this file once, it's gonna connect the socket, run this, and then I would like to export the WebSocket, right? Module.exports WS. This I don't. Do I really want to listen for every message? I said, hi, Mountain Trash Panda. You're looking handsome today. Rack attack. I always forget about the rack attack. I like him. Let's see if we can get him in the pool. Could be her. I guess I'll leave this here for now. Did it not drop? What's the deal? Oh, does it not know Rocket Tech? Oh, Rocket. Oh. Do you see it? It's like lagging. And it's behind my other stuff. Hold on, OBS fix. This should be at the top. And it's really slow. Hold on, how do I live without you? I want to refresh the source, but I don't want to leave the stream. I forgot how do I do the studio mode? Multi-view profile, no. Oh, there it is. It's not at all where I thought it was. Okay, drop game, refresh. Let's see. Sneaky raccoon. Is that faster? Is it on top? No, definitely not. The browser refresh doesn't really do anything for me. I have to go in and like change the URL and then fix it. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Oops, that's what I was trying not to do, and I just did it. I tried so hard, and we got so far. How's that? There we go. Can you hear the drop noises, Trash Panda? Yay. Yes, okay. Let me confirm this WebSocket is still working. And I don't actually need it here. Let's see. If I pull it in multiple places, does it run it multiple times? For example, I don't need to pull it in here because it will pull it in there. Socket.on. I think everything comes through as a message. That's why I'd like to create some kind of interim thing to be able to just say, hey, when this happens, do it. Do it. I'm gonna not console log. Oh, I do need socket.io because I need to send it to my front end. All right, Mountain Trash Panda, we'll catch you later. So, I still need socket.io to send it to the front end. I forgot about that. data dot, I don't remember what the events look like. And I don't want to respond with JSON. I want to respond with hey, creative null, yo, 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 yo. I want to respond with the page, an empty page, but I forget how to do that off the top of my head. Let's just go with that for now and see what logs out. I didn't know the mon. Don't mind me, I'm just watching. I don't mind you. Let's try a hydrate. Redeem. So it got a message. Oh, it didn't get because I gotta visit this page, man. All right, let's figure out how to. Well, let's redeem these hydrates. You know what? I need some more water. Creative null, can you hold it down while I'm gone? Hold it down for us, okay? I'm gonna go get some water. Express.js send HTML file. How to deliver? This is gonna be real easy. It's gonna be a one-liner. I don't need this all the stuff. I just need that one line. There it is. Send file. Path join. I'm gonna call this OBS Overlays. Dir name. Should I put it in my source directory? Pages/OBS Overlays.html. How's it going, creative? Did you stream today? Or are you gonna stream tonight? What's going on? Do they still have like the HTML starter? OBS Overlays. Let's find an HTML starter too. What was that HTML5 template one? Did they get rid of that HTML5 boilerplate? That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to download the whole thing. Okay, I guess I do. This has got it all, huh? You hear the cars? Open with Xcode. Yeah, let's just fucking open it with Google Chrome. Hello. This is how we do things the shitty way. Oh, I forgot. Reopen, close tab. I did forget to do the path and stuff. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. Don't you worry. There's my starter template. I don't care about no Google Analytics. And I don't need no JS main. I guess I will need some JavaScript in there. Hello world, this is my HTML5 boilerplate. Oh, they got like normalize in there and stuff. thinking about Tailwind, but I mean, this is going to be a real small CSS thing. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. OBS Overlays. I don't need all this meta and stuff either. And this icons and whatnot. I mean, maybe I didn't really need a whole boilerplate, huh? And your site application goes in here. I don't care about no modernizer or plugins. This should actually be OBS Overlays folder, and then I'll move this in there. And where did I write that? So that would be same directory, OBS Overlays, OBS Overlays. And then I'll do a new file, styles.css. And another new file. Overlays.js. So this will load the OBS Overlays file. Which will load the overlays.js and the styles.css. And then we want to also add our socket IO here. Let me kill my server real quick and npm install socket IO. And then we'll run it again. And we should be able to view the page now. /OBS Overlays. Path is not defined. You're damn right. Remember when I said I need to include that and I didn't? Let's just do it in here. Const path equals require path. Did it reboot? I didn't set up. Oh, I'm doing start. I want to do dev. So it's nodemon. You dig? Okay. OBS Overlays. Ooh, no such file or directory. src OBS Overlays, OBS Overlays. Pages. You fool. Pages. Did it restart in time? There it is. I know it's loading because there's a title bar. Let's inspect it. Here's how. Because it's MIME type application JSON is not supported. What the f? Do I need to serve the static assets thing too? Maybe that's what I want instead. Oh, this should be / because we're on that. No? Yeah, see, it's going to the root. It thinks it's going to the root. But I want to have that. I think what I want to do is the express static server, serving static files. Yes, like this, but I want to do it on a specific path. There we go. App use. That'll be a lot easier. I haven't written Express code in a while. So instead of this whole thing here, we would just do app.use OBS Overlays, and this would be static pages / OBS Overlays. I'll need to rename this to index. And then I can just, oh, but then I can't tap into the sockets here. No, I guess I might not send the sockets there anyway. I might do it on a different, I'm gonna do it a different way. Let's start there and let's see if that works. Oh, there's the cat. She wants to come cuddle. Come on. Let's see if she wants to cuddle up here. Free Zoe appearance. Are you still here, Mountain Trash Panda? But she's just gonna sit on my lap. Ooh. Okay. She jumps up, walks behind the computer, and then comes out in a little wedge between my monitor and my laptop, and then just is there. Okay, so this all restarted. Where are you going? You're just getting cozy, right? I like to face this way. She doesn't like to face to the left, you know, she likes to face to the right. Okay, I'm gonna slash on the end, is that right? Is that not how it works? What's wrong with my static? Use OBS Overlays. Can it not? It might not be able to find this frickin' thing. Do I have to do the whole path stuff that I just did? Yeah. Dir name. Now I can delete this. Did I miss an extra one? Yeah. And this can just be that, maybe? Let's try that. This thing restarts fast. Okay, page loaded. I think our style's loaded. Try it. Yep. We can see in our terminal that it did. Styles and overlays. Cool. Overlays. We'll console log a thing there, and we'll say body background 2. It doesn't auto refresh, but whatever. You get it. You get it. Init overlays JS. Whoop. Hydrate. you guys hear Zoe purring? She hates when I do this. Purr. Thank you, Zoe. Oh. Okay, let's print something on the page, some styling, or should we set up our socket first? Let's set up our socket first. Socket IO. Get started. I included it. Oh, I have to do this whole server thing. This will happen in our index, I believe. HTTP create server with the app. And then we have server. But I actually want to change that to server.listen. Get me out of here. There we go. This will result in the app. Serving HTML. Is this, oh, the chat? I don't want the chat. I want just like, where's the regular setup? Server initialization. Is that part of the installation instructions? Is that why? Other WebSocket implementations. Oh, I didn't know I could do this. I won't need the WebSocket one then. The problem with doing this with their client is that it didn't work. I don't remember why. Is not a WebSocket implementation. Did I? This song is like super in it. I can close this one. Oh, with an HTTP server. There it is, with Express, sorry. I'm just gonna copy all this. And then we'll decipher it in a second. So I don't need this one anymore, or that one, probably. By probably, I definitely don't. The app is already an Express app. HTTP server, create server, HTTP server, dot listen. Okay. And then IO on connection. Is that like a user connecting or the WebSockets being set up first? see. No, that's when someone actually connects. So it should be in there okay already. We probably don't need this. I'm gonna comment it out for now. But when this server's running, Express is listening. This I need that IO, and I need it tied to this server. So, Alexa, cancel.
1 hour and 30-minute timer stopped on Chad's Echo.
Done. Let's try it. I mean, we'll set that up. It's in there. Server, and then there's the client initialization. This goes in our index. This is a URL generated on the server for us installing. When we pass it the new HTTP server, it's going to make it available on this route. Hopefully. And then in our overlays, we should be able to use it from the same domain, const socket.io. We are on the same domain. And then how do we listen? Server side, client side, on connect, on disconnect. So this should show up on the client side. Socket.io disconnected. Socket ID is undefined. What's the point then? But let's see if these run in our client here. There it is, Socket.io connected. And on our backend, Socket.io connected. So now we should be able to send events. The problem is, in this one, I want to do this. Oops. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll do it on my app level. I mean index. socket.id. I guess let's rename this to Tau socket. Automatically update the imports. That's what I'm paying you for. And then I'll make a method on here. Well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Chill zone. Hey. All right, you're down. You're down. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. Let's just write some code in here and then we'll on message. And I'll comment out this one. What I was thinking was I want to export a function and then I call that with like all the listeners that I want to make it nice and easy. Let's do that. Let's change this. We'll say socket is WS. And then, so do you want to go outside? It's probably cold now. Like alert, emit, message. I don't know. This sounds a little funky. Emit message, and this could be an array of messages that we want to listen to. So this is actually going to be const. Require Tau socket. Let's say emit Twitch events. On socket. Very verbose today. So first of all, we're gonna get the socket. Maybe not first. First we'll send the events. And then we'll say something like that. And then I'm thinking maybe we could do channel subscribe. And then this is like the callback. How should I match the events up? This should actually be in here. So those will be the events, and then this will be the socket. Soccer. And that's a socket IO socket. So then I'm gonna say like socket.emit. I want to go through all the events. Object.keys. Events. Oh, maybe I do want the value too. I was trying to write one of these today with a friend, and I forgot how to do it. Event name and event callback. I can't remember if it's an in or of or what. We'll fix it. Console log it for now. Let's see if I got the right things. Event name, event callback. Okay. App crashed. Events is not iterable. For is this the one that gives me the... I don't know about this song either, man. What's the deal? I think it's for of. On an object. On an object. Do you not mention it? Iterates over the enumerable properties of an object. For of iterates over the values that the iterable object defines to be iterated over. Okay, so it's definitely a for of. No, wait, for in. Yeah, property. Wasn't there a way to destructure it though? To be like, oh, it was an object.entries. That's what it was. Yes, of object entries. There we go. That gives you the key and the value. Take me back. What did they do though? Was it, yeah, of. Okay, so now we should have the event name and the callback. When our socket connects, there it is, which it did. Event name is channel subscribe. I would like to match theirs. Sorry, my zooms are a little crazy in here. So I want to match the webhooks. Channel dot, which one am I doing first? Follow, subscribe. We're just working on the default styling. Let's say channel follow. Call it in here. channel.follow. And what I'm gonna do is I want to listen to the message. Let's see what one of the follow events looks like. Trigger test. Creative null. Creative null followed. Okay, so it comes through with all the data. Event type is channel-follow. So apparently they're not using those. Channel-follow. And it's gonna get all the data. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Dot event type. So I want to trigger this when the event type is channel follow. I already have my messages listening here. So, do I want to like, I mean, maybe we'll clean this up later. I don't want to make another pub sub to do this, you know? And we may have to refactor it later. Let's start with, what was I gonna do? Event type. So I'm gonna listen for messages and I'm gonna say, oh, I wanted to make, I don't know if I want to do it like this, but I'm just gonna do it. And then we'll refactor when I can make sense of what the hell's going on. Socket events. I'm gonna store, wait, socket listeners. And then I'm gonna store the socket.id and event name event callback. I think that's how I want to do it. So what we'll do is we'll say each time there's a message, I'm going to get the event data. Was it type or name? Event type, yeah. So this will be event data.event type, and this would be something like channel-follow. And then I'm going to loop through all these things, through all the socket listeners, whatever's on there. Should be another for that I don't understand. For const socket ID, comma, socket listeners is exactly what I called this one. I'll just call it listeners, of object.entries. We're doing it twice today. And that's going to pull it from the socket listeners. So then we're going to say if listeners.has own property of event type, oops, and type of listeners dot, or listeners bracket event type equals a function. Make sure it's an actual callback. Then I will want to call this with the data, event data, all of it. We'll see. And then I want to emit that event. Socket ID. I won't have access to the socket in there, huh? But this should run this callback. Let me see. Event ID, event source, created, and origin. I don't really need that. I just want the event data. Which is event data dot event data. Let me see if that gets called correctly, because it should. But on here, what I want to do is for each one, I want to know, well, I mean, socket listeners bracket socket.id is an object. That's gonna hold all of these. I guess I don't need to loop over them here because I'm doing that up there. Right? I mean, I could just pass the events through. Or is it that I could wrap it, make a closure with the socket, and call. So this method could get the socket but I don't need to. I've got the socket here. Emit Twitch events on socket. Channel follow. Oops, not console log. I'm already console logging. event data. Let's try that. I'm not doing anything to the socket yet. I don't think I need that. I would expect when I run this and then a Twitch event to happen, it's gonna end up calling it with the event data. Let's see if that works. Socket connected. If I run one, can I not replay this anymore? What's the deal? There it is. Channel follow with the event data. Okay, so now I need to emit that. This task is really not default alert styling yet. It's been mostly hooking up the events, but we'll get to the default styling. Let me just rename it. Task edit 3. Emitting events to client. Is that how that works? Is it rename? Task. Oh no, there it goes. Okay, it's just slow. 1 hour into that. Okay, we've got our channel follow. How do we emit that now? I could loop over these and wrap the event callbacks in the socket event, which is what I'm thinking of doing. The idea of that is to abstract it here. So I don't know if I would even need to do anything here then. We'll see. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. I didn't pre-architect this, you know, so it's a little messy. We'll clean it up. It's a little messy. Let's try that here, because I won't have access to the socket in this one. So let's try it. If this is going to be at the bottom then, and it's going to be events with socket, I don't know. Const events with socket is going to be an empty object at first. Then we're going to go through each of them and we're going to say events with socket event name equals, we'll make a callback function. That's going to get the data, event data. And then we want to say socket.emit event name event data. Wow. Wow. And then I want to also call the event callback. Well, I guess I don't need to. I mean, I don't need a callback on the server side, do I? I could just say, hey, listen for these events. Let's call it for now, and then if I don't need it, I can rip it out later. Because then we're going to call the event callback with the event data. I guess the idea was I was going to use this to like format the data, but I really don't want to do that now, so. Altios gifted a tier 1 sub to Juicebox? Oh, that's sweet. Congrats, Juicebox. And thank you, Altios. I'm not watching right now because I'm streaming, but thank you. So I think this works. Now in my client, let's see, on connect. So now I can listen here. I can say on channel-follow, event data, channel follow, event data. Okay, let's see, is everything connected? If it is, when I run this, I should get it in here. Clear it out. Follow test. No. I got it here though. Does it? Will it work? Event name was -follow, right? Channel -follow. Events with socket, the event name. So channel -follow gets the event data. Socket emit. Is it broadcast? It's emit, isn't it? How do I say listen for all events? Did I not refresh the page? That could be why. I don't know. Let's try it again. Submit. There we go. I didn't refresh that page. What an amateur. So we're getting it. We're getting the data. I'm excited. Finally making some progress. Because now that I have that, I can show some alerts. We can finally do the styling. Okay. Let's take like a 2-minute break. I don't know, how long of a break you want to take? I'm gonna go do some shit. I'm gonna go change the laundry real quick. Really though, that's what my Alexa timer was for. I gotta make a BRB screen someday too. That's on the list. All right, we'll be right back. Y'all still hear me? You still hear me when I turn my mic down? Y'all hear my toilet? Okay. Could you hear me? While I was gone, I was saying stuff, and I think my mic might still pick up it very faintly, but I'm not sure. Don't save the laundry change. And we're standing up now. Oh, my back is hurting. I got this new chair, and it feels good. I think I need to raise everything on my desk, or my eyes are just horrible. I get so close to the screen to read it. Okay. Where were we? We're submitting the vent, okay. I think we're ready to move on to the follow and subscribe alert. Task end. Task start. I mean, we already kicked off the, you can hear me, right? We already kicked off the whatever. Where is that? I'm trying to think of what I could use this for. I went through the effort to set this up, and I really don't think I need it. It could just be an array of events to listen for, but I'm gonna leave it for now, and then maybe we'll simplify it later. So we want to work on the styling. I guess I could commit this now. Let's do that. Sending events from Tau to client. Cool. Push it up. Push it up. Okay, so this is just temporary background. Let's make a basic kind of just pop-up message. I was thinking of similar to the channel color, you know, the golden color. Let's call this one a text. Fuck it, we'll just call it a message. We'll define our styles later. background. It's gonna be goldenrod for now, because that's one of my favorite. Well, it's my favorite CSS3 color. I like to use CSS3 color names. They're cool, you know. So. I was thinking about back in the day, before we had like React and stuff, we used to do this templating with script tags. You could do script type equals text/template, and then it doesn't render that like as JavaScript on the page because you have text/template, and you can put code in here like I almost wrote class name message, and then H2 new follow username. Like you can make up your own variables like this and say that, and then what you do is you grab this by like ID, you name it something like message template. Grab it by the ID, get the HTML, like just the string contents, and then you would actually have, this would be like title as well, and then you would just like string replace it and inject it into the page. It's kind of fun, old school way to do it. I don't think we need to do that here. Maybe we could. I don't know if you were gonna like come in here and add your own. Shh, let's get old school. Let's do it. What do I care? We're not gonna run a whole React app through this. We're gonna do it like old school styles. We're serving up index, JavaScript, and CSS. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I mean, besides the whole backend server doing all its thing, but. So look, now in overlays, I would. Oh, can I use const in that? Yeah, I'm gonna be loading it in Chrome. Const WebKit, that works in there, right? Templates, and then I'll say message, and this will be like document dot query selector message template, and then did we do text? Let's try it. Let's see. Let's log some out. Okay, refresh the page anyway. Dot text is not a function. Okay, so if I do that, I have the element. So let's say, actually, I think I could do $1 now. No, never mind. Just kidding. Did they get rid of that? $0? No. That's the element you selected. Okay. Let's say let L equal that. So now I have the element. Element dot. It's just dot text. It's not a function. Ah, okay. So I grab that, and then I just do like dot replace title. I know I'm just coding it in here real quick, but it's so you can see it. Text dot replace title new follower. And there you go. Now we got a nice little thing. Nice little templating system built from scratch. How cool is that? I'd probably make a little helper method for it, but replace. If I want to be really cool, maybe we'll get to that point. We'll say replace title. Oh, I don't want to replace it yet. Huh, we could make this a callback. What do you think about that? I get the text there. HTML is that. And then on the next one, we do HTML dot replace. This is why I usually have a render template function. A helper function for this, because we're going to duplicate a lot of this. I'm going to get data in here like that. When I say templates.message, I'm going to pass in the data. That's going to be, I just want to go over that, iterate over that, and replace. So we're going to do another, what's it called? We're going to write a Lodash template function, basically. I like writing my own code. Sure, it's fun. Okay, so, I mean, another one of those for objects. For const prop name value of object.entries data. Do they accept default values? And I don't know. So then we're just going to say html.replace, and this will be quotes and then prop name with the value. It's just going to go through all the data we send and it's going to try to replace it. So we'll send title and whatever I called the other thing. And we'll send it through. All right, so templates.message, cool. Let's try it, shall we? On channel follow, templates.message, event data. I forgot what that data looks like again. Let's go back a little bit. So we're gonna get the broadcaster's me. User ID, username, user login. I don't know the difference between username and user login. I wonder which one shows different. Title is gonna be event data.username. That's not the title, actually, that's the username. Oh, that's what the other value was, user. I like to do username. The title's always gonna be new follower. Let me make sure I updated my template with this. Okay. I think that's it. Well, this is going to generate the HTML for us. We need to insert it. We need an output field for that. Div ID canvas. How old school is that? A div named canvas. That's good. That's good. So we want a document.query selector all, canvas. Inner HTML is going to equal the template.messages. That's going to write it to the template or to the page, and we should see it show up. Let's see what it looks like. By default, I need to style it some more probably. The background and the color will be, I do white. It might not be legible. This is why we need to make some better colors, but let's say padding 1 rem. And I want to position it absolute. Canvas is going to have position relative. And this is going to, I mean, for now I'll do position absolute. Position absolute. Bottom 1 rem. Left 0. And then I'm gonna center align it. Maybe. Am I in the bottom left right now? Let's say bottom right. I don't remember what my stream looks like. Let's see what it looks like if it pops up on the bottom right. And to give it a little of a fade in, let's do, is it transition or animation? Animation. It's been a while since I've written an animation. Oh, I have to write a fade in. Yeah, let's do that later. I'll probably pull in a framework for that. Whatever that CSS one was called, I don't remember. Okay, socket connected. I've got our templates. What do I want to do? Run a follow. I wish we could have them side by side here so we could see it happen in real time. Okay, I see the event. Oh, there's text. Inspect. Canvas undefined. That's weird. Templates. Did I not return it? Oh, return HTML. What an amateur. But why didn't I have the styling either? Like it didn't have the background. Oh, is it because I position absolute it? No. Because the content inside of it would still match. Oh. No, I have to set a width on it, that's right. I think I want to make a dot notification class that will have this stuff. This will position the notification. And then the message itself will have the color and the padding and whatnot. I learned that you can just say like inset. Is it not supported? Oh, inset. Incest. Inset. There we go. And then that just kind of shrinks it in from every edge. It makes it full width and then shrinks it in, I think. Let's try it. So the notification position is just going to do that. Let's create another one. Notification position. Oops. It's already at the bottom. Let's just say bottom right. And then if we're at the bottom right, we're gonna, maybe I don't want that there. So the top, I don't know. Let's see it on the screen. Okay. Submit. There it is. Didn't replace it, but there it is. Hydrate. Oh, can I do inset top or is that a thing? %. Well, I have to do the whole thing. Inset. I think it starts at the top. We'll say 90%. One rem. 90%. Oh, I didn't update any of the HTML anyway, so it's okay. Notification position. So in here we'll say div class oops. So that will position it bottom right. And then it also didn't replace the values. Object entries. There should be prompt name and value. Oh, I think I replaced and then I have to put it back to HTML. Forgot to assign it back to it. There we go. Oh man, Creative Null had to lurk. The big cockroach in his room. How big was it? 3-4 inches? Meters? What do you guys use out there? I think we just need to test it. Okay, it doesn't show it. Let me put this over on the right. And then let me put this over on the left. And even more, so we can see it. Sounds gross. We got Twitch events sending to our front-end client now, and we're working on implementing the design for the basic alerts, follow and subscribe alerts. Let's watch it live right now. Boom, popping up. See how it just went live there? Doesn't really look great, but you know. How does it look? That's not the right window. when it's full screen. That's 90% is too tight. And it didn't do it in the right order. So maybe it starts at the, it would have to start at the left then for inset. So this should be 90%. And it shouldn't be 90%. It should be I hate inset. I'll say bottom is -10 rem. Right, -30 rem. Does that work? Sort of. What if I drop that inset? Oh, there it is. These shouldn't be negatives. At least that one shouldn't. I'm getting them all backwards. Bottom right. Where is it? Oh, there's no height on it either. That's not right. Why is it not? Oh. Because the fucking canvas is small. The canvas should be right? And this shouldn't, it should be fixed. There we go. I forgot, like I was thinking of a scrolling browser, but because it's fixed, we want it to be the whole width of the window. And then now this can be bottom 1 rem, right 1 rem. Why is it in the middle? Did I say 100%? Oh. Why is it still in the middle? Oh, I gotta do Okay. Copy this junk. I don't think the flex matters. Position's not right at all. Did I update this? I didn't. I put it on the wrong thing. This was absolute. Or I guess it could be fixed too, huh? It needs a width and a height. 20%. Height 10%. That's not right at all. Canvas. That's fine. This one. Position absolute. Take off that inset. What should our body font be? Sans serif. I want the headers to be as well. H2. Doesn't work? Is it lowercase? Or do I have to put more information in there? It's been a while since I've written some CSS. Wow. Oh, I just want font family. I just want the font family. There it is. That's almost what I wanted. Should we see what it looks like on screen? I don't think we're there yet. So I need this window to be like a lot bigger. You know, 'cause it's gonna be, what is it, 1080p? Coding Garden just followed! It worked. Did you see it update? Thanks for the unfollow, I guess, and the refollow. We also want to animate it and make it pretty, all that styling, but I mean, I guess, let me just place it on screen. I want to put it under the bar, you know, that big empty space I have at the bottom of my thing. I basically want to put it there. Message. Message H2. Yeah, font size. Let's make it pretty small. Text decoration. Welcome, Coding Garden. Great to have ya. Oh no, it's text transform. Uppercase. We're writing old school CSS today. And how does that look? New follower. It's not beautiful, but it works. So there's a default margin on this, yeah. This margin top 0. That's fine. That's fine. Margin bottom 0. So that'll tighten it up a bit. New follower. Okay. There it is. Nice and tight. Not that tight. It still looks pretty trash, but that'll get it on the page there, though. Display flex. Yeah, I think I want to change the styles a bit, but whatever. Instead of, let's make it, yeah, not like that, but position absolute. This will be the full screen too. I'm not gonna need the canvas at all. Left. Let's just say 1 rem. And then for the positioning it in the bottom right, multiple alerts, I may get to those, yes. A dedicated follow alert page, and then you just position it in OBS as an overlay. I'm thinking of, they're all gonna be served from this app, like follows, subs, blah, 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 all those types of ones. I wanna design them all in this app. So it's one browser source that's just alerts. Oops, I yanked out my cord. And let's display this flex. And then the bottom right, I'll say justify content, flex end, align items. Is it flex end? What is it? Flex end again, they're different, right? Pretty sure they're different. Yeah, I wanted to go for the all-in-one. So this, oh no, that's right. It's overshooting it because of the 1 rem, I think. This shouldn't be 100%. It should be, I think you can do -1 rem like that, right? Yeah, no. You can't do a viewport width and a rem. Oh, that's weird. I had to space it. I don't want the width and height on there at all, I guess, though, anyway. Yeah, I want it there. So now, whenever I position it, I can just change these ones. I can say, like, center, left. Oh, you can say left and right and flex and then flex start. Interesting. Yeah, so I can move this around. I could theoretically make it convertible. Configurable. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, remove the width and height from the notification position. And that's it. I think that'll be a little too big. Let me... I want to get rid of some of the margin underneath it. Margin bottom. Let's do 1 rem. I don't know how much it is right now, but yeah, it looks the same. 4.4. Oh, because the margin on the other one is the same. Nice and tight. It looks like crap, but let's get it on the screen and see how the positioning is when we're in the full screen. Are you ready for this? OBS Overlays. Okay, studio mode. Nah, let's turn off studio. Let's just do it live, all right? Well, I do want to create a new scene, but I guess I can do that later. We're just testing right now. Okay, browser, overlays. The name is already in use. Alert overlays. You see it? Oh no, wait, width is 1920 by 1080. There's our browser source. I think that's it. Okay, it's on top now. Okay, it's not showing in the right spot. Is it because I do viewport width? Quite possible. So I think I should set it hard-coded to the size. Yeah, viewport width. 1920. By 1080px. Will it reload? I don't think it reloads. Refresh. Okay. Same spot, huh? Let me try it here again. It works fine there. Canvas is 1920 by 1080. That's not 1920 by 1080. Oh, because this This is fixed as well. My bad. That's why I don't want fixed for that. I want absolute, and I want it to be within that fixed window. Okay, let's try that. Refresh. Go back here, go back there, submit. Still in the top. Should the body just be the canvas? I mean, this is the right size, but I can't scroll in here at all. And it's showing in the right spot in there. I'm wondering if the cache somehow. When I hit refresh, I think it just refreshes. It doesn't necessarily clear the cache. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's still up there. What the dealio? Position absolute. Refresh cache of current page. Oh, come on. What's the dealio? Does it not support flex? It supports flex. Let me try making the canvas a background color and seeing, unless some of the yeah, it refreshed. You see how it got a little darker there? I added that. Okay. Was there an issue with OBS and setting? Well, that's what it should do that, but then it's still showing in the top right. Well, I did this, so if I save that and then I refresh, you see there, it changes the color. Let me put one on the page so I don't have to keep triggering it like that. Yeah, See, it's at the ambulance. Styles. I'll get rid of that. Could it be the inset? Maybe it doesn't support inset. I bet that's it. I think that's a new thing. Top, left. Bottom right. Bottom 0. Right 0. Nothing? Oh wait, let me refresh. There we go. Okay. I knew it had to be a CSS thing. Okay. But we don't want that. We want one rem. Yeah, I think I saw a tweet like this week that said, Inset is now available in all the major browsers. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna use it. And then here I go using it. All right, so that's a good, well, I don't know. Is that a good size? Coding Garden, what do you think? Too small? Should I fill up that whole gap there? It's pretty small to me. Yeah, mind the gap. I think for now, I'll just queue them up. I was thinking of, yeah, finding a way to queue them up and send them and toast them, all that goodness. Write my own cute little toast. Okay, how do we make it bigger? Oh, I want HTML. Um, 1.4 rem? Can I say rem on when it's on HTML? Look at that. That's decent. That's decent. 1.3. Trying to get that space a little more even, but it's not perfect, you know? That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, how can we... Like, I want to build my own little mini toast thing here. Should I do that? It seems stupid. I do want a timer, though. Maybe we can build a fancy little queue thing. Let's add our other follow and sub. See, where do I even put those? Here. Channel follow, channel subscription. I don't know what the event is called. Let me test it. Refresh. View. Let's test a subscribe. I don't want to make Coding Garden subscribe. Oh, I can choose the tier. Is it a gift? It's not a gift. Did I refresh it? It's probably not what the event is called. Channel subscribe. There we go. Did I need to add something in the front end too? Yeah, I do. This UI test thing? Oh, that is Tau, Twitch API Unifier. That's what I use to connect to the backend. All the Twitch APIs and stuff. It's pretty sweet. Let me fill this out and then I will give you a link to it. Unless you get there first. New subscriber. It's probably still the username. Wow. Doggy. Y'all want to see the doggy? Drop. Panzer. Coding Panzer. Okay. Let me refresh. Ooh, I'm gonna land in the pool. Panzer's in the pool with a cool 59.88. Okay, refresh. Submit. New subscriber. Chad Dev just followed. I should update that. Fix it there. Oh, I do need to zoom this out a little bit, actually. That's good enough. Okay, test. I did a subscribe. Let's do a follow. New follower. So it just overwrites whatever's in there right now. I need to update my template. So this should be action. And I write those in here. Okay, so I can delete this now. So we start out with nothing. I'm getting hungry. Where am I trying to go? Back to my browser? No, back to OBS and refresh it so it's cleared. Okay. And then we'll do a channel follow, new follower. Subscribe. Chad Dev is gonna do a tier 1. New subscriber, Chad Dev just subscribed. There's also like a renewing subscribe event, I think, unless it's included in that. Maybe they consolidated into one. Okay, so do we want to do a redemption and raid alert and then work on the queue of it, or what? What you think? I think I'd like to at least pull it down off of the page, you know, after a certain amount of seconds. Const auto close timeout. And that's gonna be 5 seconds for now. So I'm thinking well, I'll get there. Let's just let's make a helper function. Function clear notification. And this is going to return. Do I return the set timeout? So I want to say what do I want to set my timeouts? This is why I want a helper method to write this, and then it does a set timeout. Let's say start notification timeout. And we'll call that down here after we show it. So that will start the timeout. I'm gonna return a function and make this a closure. Is that right? No. Because each one's going to create a new function. Just say let notification timeout equal false. We're all doing this in the top level right now. I need to like sort this out. If there is a notification timeout, clear timeout, notification timeout. Otherwise, we're going to set timeout of clear notification. To auto close timeout. Let's write clear notification. This is going to grab this element. Let's go ahead and change all of these to be canvas. No, let's call it canvas L. Ugh, you guys are gonna hate that. Const canvas L is the element. So we can reuse that. You can see how we're duplicating a lot of code. That means we're going to be able to refactor a lot of code. I'll say clear notification canvas L dot inner HTML is just an empty string. I think that should work. So what should happen is each time we show a message, it'll start the notification timeout. I mean start to clear it. Which will clear the timeout if there is already one. And I like to set this to false, so I know that there is no, it's always be. This returns as like a number. I guess we should be more explicit and say if it does not equal false, because we start with false. And then refactor. Oh, when you left, I made Panzer in the pool, man. He dropped out. Dropped in the pool perfectly. You missed it. it will clear the timeout if there's an existing one. So this is because if we call it in quick succession, we don't have official like queuing yet, but we'll add that later. But if we called it in quick succession, like we showed one and then we showed another one a second later, it's not gonna, the second one's not gonna time out at 4 seconds anymore because we cleared the old timeout and we restarted the timer from 5 seconds again. But let's see if it works. Refresh. And let's test to follow. Did it run? No. Submit. A new follower. 3, 4, 5. There it is. It's gone. I mean, ideally we'll fade it in and out, you know, do something nice and smooth, but let's say we do a new follower and then shortly after I say, not that short. Okay. Cheddar. Ched. It overwrites it right away, but oh, it didn't clear the old one. Did you see that? Amateur move. I'm not setting it, that's why. Set timeout equals, there we go. Okay, hold on, let me refresh OBS. Okay. Submit. Did I run the second one? No. No? Oh, it can't find the user. All right, there we go. So I'll do ched and then cheddar a few seconds later. There it goes. So I got Tau from Finite Celebrity. Finite Singularity, sorry. He was working on some and I saw him using this tool and I was like, what is that tool you're using? He's like, oh, this is Tau. He didn't sound impressed by it. He works on it with a group of other people, I think, and yeah, it's awesome, man. I could show it to you if you want. You can check it on your own. You're quicker, probably. You'll get more information. But basically, oh, wrong window. This one. Let's bring it back to 0. You set it up. It's a Docker, so you run the Docker locally. And when you do the initial setup, you tie it to your stream. You set up an app with a, here's the docs right here. You set up a Twitch app, you give it your secret, your client ID, and then you run this Docker image. And when you first run it, you set up a channel, you set up your channel in there. And then after you have that, you have your dashboard where you can subscribe to all these events. Docker? Yeah, sounds hard. No, it was surprisingly easy, but I'm always worried about that Docker CPU takeage. They taketh for the easiest. Welcome, ODAT. Shout out to ODAT. I'm usually watching his stream. I was watching last night. I do have ngrok running as well, Coding Garden, yes. So I set that up because I'm running locally. You could deploy this, but you have your subscriptions here. By default, it would be blank. I guess you can also tie multiple streamers into one thing. And you can check all the events that you want to subscribe to, update it, it updates the token and everything for you, and then they give you an auth token that you can use. And they publish everything on WebSockets, and then I subscribe to that WebSocket, and then I'm sending socket IO down to my client, and that's how I'm getting them all right now. So, yeah, Odette, I was watching more of your API build out yesterday, and you got the pub sub working. That's cool. I've gotten bits and pieces of Twerple working, but I would need to build out a lot of stuff like you are. Like, I'm excited to see how your dashboard looks when it's done, because I know yours is pretty fancy. You get it going. But for now, I set this up. It's been pretty easy to use so far. And today we set up the sockets to the front end, and we're just serving up static content. So I have a socket IO that I use for my local, to send sockets from my Express server down. And I listen for all of the events, all the Tau socket events, and now I'm emitting it to my client when these events happen. Last minute work thing first, sir. Sounds good, sounds good. I'll probably be there later. I'm 240 in. We got the follow and subscribe alert. Let me check it in, what we have so far. Follow and subscribe events with notifications. So I would need to build out some kind of toasty thing, or to show the items in succession, basically, because if multiple events happen really fast, then I don't want to overwrite one so you miss it. So I need to do something for that. I'm not sure I have the energy to do it right now. I'm wondering if I should do redemption and raid alert. They would be pretty easy, pretty quick, because we can copy paste. Let's do that. And we'll save the toasting or whatever, or the designing for the next stream. Let's take a sip. In case you didn't see earlier, got my Red Rocks aluminum ball cup. It's infinitely recyclable. It's just water. Yeah, but this will also tie into the channel redemptions, which is really cool. You build some cool redemptions that does something on screen. Odette might have that already. I can't remember. I also like your kind of scene collection you've got there, where you push a button, and then it loads the failed stuff. Reusable or recyclable? Infinitely recyclable, it says on the side of it. Because it's aluminum. Supposedly aluminum's infinitely recyclable, but I'm pretty sure what if you get some junk in there, like sticky, gooey. Get posh that triggers text to speech? I don't know what that is. As a channel point redemption. Get posh. What does it say? Whatever I say, I pass it in? Is it posh spice voice? What? Because the code is easier than coming up with ideas. All right, let's look at the redemption alert, which should be a copy paste of this, and then we just need to figure out what the redemption event is. And I'll do that with a hydrate. There's a couple types of redemptions. that's a gnarly one. Complete the hydrate. Okay, custom channel point reward redemption. And then to see what we get there, let's just test it. Oh, I gotta listen on the front end too. See, I'd like to make a file that I could share between Node and the front end. And then I wouldn't need to add it in two places, but we'll fix that later. And since these are all the same, they could seriously be a reusable function. Which maybe I'll do now. Socket on channel subscribe. Render message. Windward Hive, hello. First time chatter. That would be the data function, render message. I can't remember what it looked like. There we go. Event data. This should just be event data dot event. Oh no, wait. I'll just pass it another one for now. Event name. Whoops. I mean, I guess I should just make a whole reusable thing. Instead of just render message, why not just listen for event. And then I can just use the socket on in here, and I can say event name render the message event name with the data. Is that the problem, that I would not know what data I need to send? No. Oops. Let's send the title, and then I'll let it attach the username magically. This should be a callback too. Gets the event data and returns the required format. Yeah, I'll try. I'd like to set up some more templating kind of thing. I'm just hacking this together right now because I can't think very well. But I will make more than just the message type, you know, because raids and stuff have the counts with them. Sorry, this should be event data. And then I just, in there, I say render message. Channel subscribe, user, and then I can just copy this. And event name. Wait, what did I call it? So I would say listen for event. Hello, Brooke Zerker, welcome. Late night coding is good. So far. So far. That's why, because I have to do that. And then I I just run this? Is that right? In there, I would say, yeah, socket on event name. Callback. I just want to pass it the callback. Well, let's make it easy. So I can say, oops. Wait, what was I doing? This gets the event data, yeah. And then I call the callback with event name, event data. So I can drop this. And I can just return the data. Just like that. And then we can shorthand that. But we gotta wrap it. There we go. Okay, so then I can do this. The callback gets the event name. This should be render messages, huh? I don't need that one. Does it need the event name in the render message or not? No, I only needed that for the socket on. Render message. And it gets the event data. Oh, it gets the callback with the event data. So the callback is basically the getter for the data. And I don't need this. Oh, I did it just so I could render that, but I could do it up here if I needed to. And then this message would just be event data, and then I would do that. A selector function. Yeah. That's what they call them. I used to hate selector functions, but then I started using them. I was like, why do I have to write that extra code? But then you start using them and they're pretty handy. Okay, so this can be down on the bottom. And then let's just duplicate a couple of these. I started the redemption alert already, right? So we already got channel subscribed. We want channel follow. And it's gonna be this data. And then we can delete that. And those are the only ones we have so far. Okay, so we rewrote that. Does that still work? Let's test it. refresh. And subscribe. It worked. Boom, boom. Okay. So now we can add our chat redemption, and it allows us to use the same template but still have the, let me close some files, still have, yeah, I totally forgot, the callback, our custom data selector. Just selector. Okay, so that one gets this one. I'm doing a redemption, right? So I said, yeah. Event data, still the same. Hey, Coding Garden, do you know the difference between user login and user name? Are they ever different? That's not the right one at all. Channel subscription message. You need to add sounds, lol. Coding Garden, thank you for the sub. I do need to add sounds. I actually hit up Cats a Million today to steal her sound example, but yes, I do need to do that too. Thank you for the sub, for the Prime sub. That's a cool one. You need to add sounds, lol. Emotes. See, I don't know how to pull out emotes. Which one was I looking at? Redeem to hydrate. Redeem to reward. Let's pull this out. New redemption. This will be longer than just redeemed. Ah, the peaceful music. Oh, just kidding. We got that dope beat behind it. Reward dot title. And that's not just reward, this is event data dot reward dot title. So new redemption, Ched dev redeemed the redemption. Let's do the raid one while we're at it. Well, let's try a redemption. Okay. You're right. Oh, let me refresh OBS now. Get that latest and greatest. Maybe user login is the display name. Includes capitalization. Yeah, you're right. User login is lowercase. Username is your formatted version. You're right. Display name. Is gift tier. Oh, see, it did two though. It did a subscribe, just for the channel subscribe. And then it has a different one, the subscription message. That's interesting. That's interesting. What did I want to test? Oh, a redemption. Ched dev just redeemed hydrate. Woot. Wait, did you see your subscription pop up on the screen? I was looking in the code and I saw it come in live on the hooks, but then I didn't, I missed it. Oh man. Well, you're the first one, so thank you. That's why I said add sounds. Yeah. Good point. We could do that pretty easy. But I'm getting hungry, man. It's 9:20. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I ate a late lunch, but I haven't eaten dinner yet. But I do want to add the raid. 2 while we're here, you know? Let's see. Let's test a raid. Well, yeah, we gotta test it first. Coding Guardian redeemed Zoe appearance. Ooh, that's a real redemption. There it is. It's on the screen. I saw it. It goes by pretty quick. Maybe I should show it a little longer. The problem though, I still don't hear sounds in OBS because it's a browser source. It'll play it on stream, but I don't hear it. 143 viewers. From broadcaster username. Okay. There is a way. I'm sure there's a way. Yes, I just don't know how. And I know you probably know, but I gotta figure it out. I could have it in the browser in my background. So I have my computer audio going through. And that's, so anything on the computer audio, I can hear in the headphones. So if I opened it in another tab and had it just in the browser, the regular browser, I would hear the sounds as well. Zoe appearance, sorry. I'll get that 1 second. Before I forget what we're doing. Okay, be right back. Zoe, do you want to see the people? Stretch. All right, don't go sneezing, all right? There she is, dark as the night, beautiful as the light. Ah, yes, she's so soft. Okay, unhook yourself. Hair all in my mouth. I've done that before, but it gets annoying to open that tab up every stream. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So how would you... Oh, I can turn it on the monitor too, on OBS, right? No, because then I'm still not, it's not coming through my headphones. My headphones are only listening to... Yeah, maybe that would work, I don't know. Control audio from OBS. Okay. And then it shows it. And then do I advanced audio properties? I guess I don't have anything there anyway. I'll try it on, let me try it on the drop game. That's on a different one, hold on. Yes, okay. I do have the browser audio on here already. Monitor only. Oh, I hear it. Did you hear it too? Because I said monitor only, no output. Or do I say monitor and output? Oh yeah, I should monitor and output. You're right. You heard it? Really? Interesting. I didn't think you would because I said monitor only. Or you heart it. Meow. Okay, back to the... Yeah, I do hear it now. Nice, nice. So we want to start a new one of these. That is for, I didn't copy the event, did I? Channel raid. I need to also copy it here. That right? I could simplify this too. This is all very duplicated. Emitted channel raid. Channel raid. And from broadcaster username. Incoming raid. From, and the action is, well, it'll say username rated with, does it say how many viewers it has? Viewers. Okay, let's test it. OBS. OBS. And then we can add a little notification sound. Okay? Just to make you happy. Oh, shoot. Task end. Task start. Gotta update Jira, sorry. OBS. Refresh. Should the alerts be on top of or below the drop game? Coding Garden rated with 143 viewers. Just rated with 143 viewers. Did I add an exclamation point, an extra exclamation point? Do it again. Did everything else look okay? Sorry, even I see a delay. Did it submit? Coding Garden is rating with a party of 8. Nice. Where'd you get 8? Are 8 people just chilling in your chat? Yeah, wow. That's nice. Okay, let's add a sound. Let's add a sound. Zo. I don't want that sound. Should I do the Discord sound when it happens? I had... Did I bookmark Cats a Million? Streams chat sounds. Let's just, did I copy this locally? I think I might have. Got clone, got, wow. Git clone, chat sounds. I'm just gonna copy all her sounds, but don't tell her, okay? Not this one, I want to open. because this will go in pages, OBS Overlays, sounds. And then we'll steal. Okay. Let's look at her code. Air siren? I do not want to hear that every time something happens. Oh, it's just main. Just pulls in the main, huh? I don't need TMI, so that's cool. I like this. I'm gonna steal that. Is that the right path? I think it would be ./. We'll see. Oh no. And I want to use, I really like the wow. Which one should we use? Not the air horn. It's in there. I vote for wow. Jeff? What does Jeff say? Hey, listen. I like wow. Let's do wow. Wow! Chat sounds dot wow. Well, what else did she do? Chat sounds play. Wow. Wow. Let's make a new function. I could change any of them. Can I do defaults in here, you think? Now I need to pass another thing though. Let's just do it on the render message. Let's see if the default works. My name's Jeff. What's that one? What was that from? I don't remember. Did this restart? Let me restart OBS. That's not OBS. Okay. Heck just followed. I didn't hear anything though. You guys heard it? Did I not change that one? Oh, I didn't change that one. Monitor and output. Oh, shoot, sorry. I forgot that was on a different source. Okay. Let's try it again. It's really loud. Yeah, I turned my other one way down. That's so loud. 14. Okay. Let me try it. Yeah, I brought it down. My drop one is down 14.2 decibels. This one I did 13.1, so which one do I want? This? No. Where's the other window? Where's my tau window? Did I close it or something? Oh, it's right here. That is really loud. You're right. You're right. It's still pretty loud. Let's turn it down a little more. But I really like that one. The wow. 21. Decent volume now? You think that's okay? I thought it was pretty loud. Didn't really change much. I brought it down more, but okay. Wow! So it does take default values too. So we could do different ones per drop. Maybe drop turns its volume down by default too. What should we do for a different one? Channel raid. Let's say sound. Jeff? Was it just called Jeff? And then when we call that callback get data and render message, heck, nice beans. First time chat? Wow. Boinks. If you notice on the drop game now, if it hits the edge, it sometimes can like bounce in or bounce out. Pretty fancy. Okay. Oh, I didn't refresh the browser, the OBS browser, my bad.
My name is Jeff.
I thought I did my name is Jeff. Did you hear it?
My name is Jeff.
It played them both. That's not right. Why would it play both? Am I calling render message twice? Oh, you're right. The one in the browser. Which one did you hear? Or did you hear them both? Where is that one? You heard them both. That makes sense.
My name is Jeff.
It's not- My name is Jeff. It kind of sounds like Borat. What other sounds do we have in here? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Is that a good raid message? I like hey, listen, or applause. I know, that's your favorite one, right? It just doesn't hold this special little place in my heart. I don't hate it, you know. Let's delete this extra junk. Sound, applause, channel redemption added. What sound should we do for that? I'll have to put my own sounds in here, but meow. That one's kind of quick though. I might miss it. Have you seen the video for that? Probably not. Let me see.
Cheese.
Ooh, that was loud. Oh, cash register for a redemption? I don't know how to set the volumes on these, so I'm afraid to go click through them because they're going to be very loud. Finish him. Can I watch that on there? Is it copyrighted content or no? Oh, I wanna. Oh, the applause is so quiet. I guess I should set a volume level for each one too. It is okay for stream.
Cheese.
Oh, is that from, yeah, that show? I was watching a bunch of that when I was on vacation, and they did a France one where they were making fun of the French cars, and it was hilarious. And they also did Madagascar, was it? Some very foreign country, and they built these like off-road vehicles. Turned his Bentley into an off-road vehicle. Okay. So we got them all set up there. I'm ready to call it at that. Task end, task add, ending soon. Task start. I am happy with that. I want to come up with a cool design and how I want to interact them on the screen, you know? We'll have to figure that out. And figure out the sounds that I want to use and the volumes and all the things. Why isn't that submitting? Oh, it's quiet. So there's an incoming raid. Let's try a follow. Also, by the way, wow! I just love that one. That's Pikachu something, right? Let's up the time to like 7 seconds. It's an anime thing, just a general anime thing. Shows up a lot in anime. Cheddar, I made a game account. I haven't used it yet. They do a thing, null. But I'm gonna stream Rocket League on there. I bought a card and all that. I got it hooked up to my TV because I want to play off my TV. I don't want to sit on my computer desk. I want to play on the couch. You know, I'm chilling on the couch. I got a streaming set up there, but I haven't done it yet. I won't do it after this because I'm tired. I didn't want to do it here because I wanted to keep this like dev related. I didn't want to mix it, you know? So, that's that. Oh yeah, I can get subs here. But if I draw in people who are like interested in Rocket League, you know, half the time I'm streaming, I'm doing code stuff. I feel like people would be less likely to sub because it's not that pure content they want to see, you know, it's like a mix of it. I could be wrong, but who knows? Who knows? Let's do a redemption. Hydrate. Meow. Yeah, that was so quick I didn't hear it, but I like that one anyway. Water is gone. Oh, you're playing the new mobile one. I haven't played it yet. I don't generally like playing games on my mobile device, so I haven't tried it. But Brookzerker says he's pretty good at it. I'm getting better at well, I don't know. I was getting better at Rocket League, and then all of a sudden this last week I've just sucked. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm only gold, and I tried to look at other Rocket League streamers, and they're all, you know, really good people. I just kind of want to chill and play. I'm not like that serious. So. Oh, I didn't put this on the ending screen either, I don't think. Let's see. Meow. I'm all out of drink. No more water. Well, I'll do that off stream. I'll have to set it up on the ending screen, but we're basically ending now. Meow. Thanks for the help. Coding Garden, Brookzerker, Heck, thanks for the code. Let me copy that. I am happy that we got as much done as we did. I was a little worried once we were, you know, emitting the events to the client. I thought like, man, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take again. So, glad it worked out. Let's see who we can raid. If anyone's on.
Be not the definitive one, right?
T-Pain's on. Odat! We're gonna go raid Odat. He's got a lot of cool custom tools he's built. Actually, we could raid Finite Singularity. Did I raid him last time? He's the one who pointed me on TAU. So, let's go to him. Where's my screen? Later, Coding Garden. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the help. Later, Brookzerker. Finite Singularity. So he's the one who point me on to TAU, which is Twitch API Unifier, what we used, which made our lives so much easier. So we're gonna go over there, thank him for the code. And I think he might be working on something with it right now, so.